Thank you all for coming out. It's great to see such a full house. Juliene and her crew have been working hard, so we ask that you just silence your phones and enjoy the show. Keep the aisles clear for the actors and actresses as they come up and down through the aisles. And just sit back and enjoy the show, and hope you have a good time.
I will never forget that day and the fear that rushed over me. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. And as I'm always told, Simeon, start from the beginning. So, that is where I will start. My name is Simeon. I am the son of Jacob and Leah, as is my older brother Reuben, and my other brothers, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, and let's not forget my half-sister Dinah. And then there's Dan and Naphtali, Gad, Asher, Joseph, and Benjamin, my half-brothers, to be exact. But our story really begins at Benjamin's 17th birthday. He was father's favorite, but we hated him.
We're having my favorite.
Is it shrimp?
Yeah, probably because it reminds him of himself.
I'm still growing.
Also, is that why you're not out working in the fields?
Well, I better go. I'm supposed to choose the type of cake for the party.
What did you do that for? Now we're probably all going to get in trouble again.
There was no need to get into so much trouble last time. After all, he did just get up.
He needs to be educated about where his food and clothes come from, as some people actually have to do work.
Father didn't seem to think so. He's still growing and he needs his sleep.
Well, we all grew fine, I'd say. Naturally, I remember sleeping in and eating my favorite dinner.
Why are we having Joseph's favorite for supper anyway? Is it his birthday?
No, his birthday was last week.
No, it has to be his birthday.
No, his birthday was last week. Remember the party with the cake?
No, his birthday was 2 months ago when Father gave him that colorful coat for his birthday present.
No, his birthday was last week. Why else would we have a party with the cake?
No, I've got it. Joseph's birthday, that was 2 months ago. Last week was when they celebrated when Joseph had his first steps. And tonight, that's the celebration of when they found out they were going to have Joseph. And 2 weeks from now, that's the anniversary of Joseph's first smile.
No, that's for my birthday.
With all of Joseph's friends coming, I think Father might have forgot your birthday. It's not for that.
Hey, Zebulun, when are we going to be able to celebrate your first smile?
Listen to this dream I had. Your vine thinks sheaves are green in the field. When all is said, mine rose upright, and yours bowed down to mine.
So, you intend to reign over us?
So we hated him even more because of his dream. Then he had another dream and told it to us.
Listen to this dream. This time, the sun, the 11 stars were bowing down to me.
What is this dream you've had? Is your mother and I and all of your brothers going to bow down to the ground before you?
We were so jealous of him. But Father kept the matter in mind.
Joseph, what are you doing laying around the tent this? It's halfway through the morning already. What are you doing?
Playing?
Come here. I have a job for you. Your brothers have got the sheep in Shechem, and you remember Shechem, where we camped last summer? By that nice creek and that big tree, that olive tree, and you used to climb right to the top just to get that nice breeze. Do you remember that? That's where you're going to go. Take these supplies so they can spend another night. If you hurry back, you'll be in time for supper. Off you go now.
Here comes that dreamer.
Oh, hey, how about this? Let's kill him. Throw him into one of the wells and then say that a ferocious animal devoured him.
What about we just throw him into the well? Or better yet, let's not lay handed on him.
Hey there.
Hey!
Get him!
Whoa! No!
Hey, I don't want this one. It's got a bite taken out of it already.
Oh, it wasn't me.
It was probably that brat. He should get punished sometime. That would teach him a lesson. Here, I'll take that one instead.
Ugh. How many times do I need to tell them I don't like tuna?
They probably forgot. It's Joseph's favorite, you know.
Hey, are you just gonna leave me here?
Well, let's think about this. What will we gain if we kill Joseph? Why don't we make some profit? Sell them to those Ishmaelites. They're coming along with their caravan there. What do you think? Sell them to the Ishmaelites?
Money?
How much do you pay for a slave?
Depends on the slave.
A good one.
I'll pay you 20 shekels for that one.
We'll take that. Where are you going to anyways? Where are you headed?
Oh, you hear that? You're going to Egypt, little brother.
Do with half of that stuff?
Probably sell it.
Who would buy it? I don't know what half of that is.
Probably people who know what it is.
All right, whatever. He's gone. We better get back to work.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute. You think the father would forget about brother Joseph?
No. I know. We'll catch that goat and kill it. And we'll smear its blood all over Joseph's coat. And then we'll show it to father. And we'll say, is it Joseph's?
Well, what did you think it was gonna do?
Well, you better go catch that thing.
All good. On it.
Hey, I was doing that.
What are you going with that for?
It should not be taking all of us this long.
Hey, what are you boys doing back so early? I sent Joseph with some supplies for you to stay another day. What?
We found this.
Is it Joseph's, Father?
It is his coat. Why is it? It's bloody and torn. Did you not find him? Did you look for him? Has a wild animal devoured him? You didn't find him? You looked? My. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Why? I should never have sent him. My beautiful son, where are you? Oh, oh, Joseph, where are you? Oh, I need you. I love you.
Father, have a drink of something.
I can't. Oh, my son, my beautiful son. Oh. No. Where are you? I love you.
Father, you can't keep on grieving. Have something to eat.
No. I will grieve until I join my son in the grave.
And so the Ishmaelites took Joseph off all the way to Egypt, where they sold him to Potiphar, one of Pharaoh's officials. But the Lord is with him, even in Egypt, so that he prospered. And Potiphar put Joseph in charge of his whole household, and he trusted him so much that Potiphar didn't worry about anything, except the food that he ate. But one day, Potiphar's wife got him in trouble for something he didn't do. But nevertheless, Potiphar had him thrown in prison. But even in prison, the Lord was with him and blessed him. Later on, Pharaoh got a little mad with one of his bakers and one of his cupbearers and had them tossed in prison. There, they were assigned to Joseph.
Oh, how I miss the smell of freshly baked bread. Of taking a piping hot loaf, oh so golden brown and fluffy, out of the oven and setting it aside to cool. I remember poking the loaf down before I put it into the oven. Of course, afterwards you've got to take a little piece to test and make sure it's good enough for Pharaoh. But why, oh why? That one time, why did I have to eat the whole loaf? I will never forget Pharaoh's face. He was so angry. Oh my.
Mm-hmm. And if only I hadn't eaten. And if only I hadn't dropped Pharaoh's whole nice new set of goblets. I only wanted to see if they were strong as he said they were.
Hey, you two. It's lights out. Quiet. Stop talking.
Okay. Okay. Oh, Baker, don't forget.
Completely! Why are you both looking so sad today?
We have both had dreams, but there's nobody to interpret them for us.
Don't interpretations belong to God? He's the one that made all things and knows all things. It is because of him that I can be in this dungeon and know that he has a purpose for me. Perhaps he sent me here so I can help you. Tell me your dreams.
Oh, okay. Okay. So in my dream, I saw a vine in front of me, and on the vine there was 3 branches. As soon as it budded, it blossomed, and its clusters ripened into grapes. Pharaoh's cup was in my hand, and I took the grapes, and I squeezed them into Pharaoh's cup, and I placed the cup into Pharaoh's hand.
This is what it means. The 3 branches are 3 days. In 3 days, your head will be lifted up, and you will be restored to your position as the chief cupbearer.
Oh, yes! I knew he couldn't be mad at me for too long, even though they were the finest goblets in the land.
But when all goes well with you, remember me, show me kindness, for I've done nothing wrong to be put in this dungeon.
Oh, I too had a dream. I dreamt that on my head there were 3 baskets of bread. And the top basket was filled with all sorts of beautiful delicacies for Pharaoh. But the birds were pecking at it and eating out of that top basket on my head.
This is what it means. The 3 baskets are 3 days. In 3 days, your head will be lifted off. You'll be executed in 3 days. Sorry.
Me? Me? Who's going to make us food?
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Maybe it's your birthday, oh Pharaoh.
Oh, what's all this racket? Birthday? Did you say birthday? It is my birthday. Is the palace prepared? Is all the food ready? Have the invitations been sent out?
Yes. Yes, oh Pharaoh.
Excellent. This will be the most glorious of days.
All rise for Pharaoh.
What wish the horses hadn't bolted.
So do I.
I present to you Pharaoh.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to my birthday celebration. This day will be listed in the chronicles of Egyptian history. We will have a little wine. We'll have a little bread. Wait, where's my cupbearer? Oh. Guards, I want you to go to the jail and get my cupbearer immediately. Bring him back here, reinstate him into his position. He's a clumsy fool, but I kind of like him. While you're there, that bread baker, I don't like that bread baker. He eats more bread than he bakes. I want his head. I shall have him executed this day.
Even though the cupbearer was freed, Joseph stayed in prison for a couple of more years because the cupbearer completely forgot about him. But one night, Pharaoh had two dreams.
Oh, those dreams I had are very disturbing. I've talked to my wise men. I've talked to my magicians. Nobody can answer my dream. Nobody can interpret my... You clumsy fool!
What could I possibly forget?
Oh, forgive me, but when the baker and I were in jail, one night we both had dreams with a different meaning. There was a young Hebrew there, a servant of the captain of the guard. We told him our dreams, and he interpreted them for us, and things turned out just as he said. I became the chief cupbearer again, and the other man was executed.
Huh. Guard, go and get this man.
Just coming, O Pharaoh.
We could drink the Nile dry waiting for this to happen. When is he coming?
He's just coming, O Pharaoh.
Are you the man that can interpret dreams?
I cannot, but my God can.
Last night when I was deep into sleep, I had this dream that 7 fat, healthy cows came out of the Nile and started to graze along the shores. But behind them came 7 skinny, scrawny cows, and they ate the fat cows. But yet they were still skinny and malnourished. They were ugly, ugliest cows I ever saw. It disturbed me greatly. But after a little wine, I went back to sleep. But I had another dream. When I got up, there was 7 sheaves of wheat, healthy and fat, ready for harvest. Beautiful. But from behind came 7 shriveled up, dried husks of grain, and they consumed the healthy heads of grain, and yet they were still shriveled and dry. I've talked to my wise men and my magicians, and no one could answer my dream. Do you have an interpretation?
The 7 fat cows and the 7 good heads of grain are 7 good years, where there will be much harvesting. But the 7 skinny cows and the 7 dehydrated heads of grain are 7 years of famine. God has given you this vision in 2 ways, because he has decided that it will happen soon. So, this is what my Lord should do. You should find a man who is wise and who can store up grain in the good years, so when the bad years come, you will have grain for all of Egypt and be able to sell to the lands around.
That sounds like a right interpretation. Sounds good and true. Can we find anyone in our land that the wisdom of God rests upon? The counsel you gave was wise and true. I do hereby declare this man will be chief in all the land of Egypt. No one's voice will be higher than his, except for my own. I decree it.
And so, when Joseph was 30 years old, Pharaoh made him the governor of the whole land of Egypt, and gave him a new name, Zarephath Paneah, and gave him Asenath, daughter of Potiphar, priest of On, to be his wife.
Are you all here? Good. We need to have a meeting. The famine in this land is so severe. We're running out of all our excess grain. If we don't get some more grain, we are going to starve. I've heard they have grain in Egypt and they're trading it for silver. We have lots of silver. Here's what we do. We gather up our silver, take the donkeys. They'll be the best for this kind of trip. Now, I want Simeon. Who do I want, boss? I want Simeon, and I want you. You're the bosses. Do you understand? Dan, Levi, you mind your older brothers. Where's Issachar? You behave yourself down in Egypt. I know how you can be. Now go, and may our God go with you and protect you. Not you, Benjamin. You stay with Dad.
Father would not send Benjamin to go with us, for fear that harm might come to him. Benjamin was special because he was Joseph's brother, and also the son of Rachel, Father's favorite wife. So, Joseph was the governor of the land and sold the grain. So, when we arrived in Egypt, we went straight to him and bowed to him with our faces to the ground. We didn't recognize him, but as soon as Joseph saw us, he recognized us, but pretended to be a stranger.
You may rise. Where do you come from?
From the land of Canaan to buy food.
Then he remembered his dream about us.
You are spies. You have come to see where our land is unprotected.
And that is not how to sell grain.
No, my lord. We are servants. No, your servants have come to buy grain.
Your servants are honest men, not spies.
No, you have come to see where our land is unprotected.
No, my lord. Your servants were once 12 brothers. The youngest is at home with our father, and the other one he's gone.
This is what I say. You may not come back here until your youngest brother is with you. Now, choose one of you to go and get your youngest brother, while the rest of you stay here, so that your word may be tested, and you may not die. Choose one of you to go.
My lord, man in cell 4 is trying to start a riot. Again. Cell 5 is empty. The man in cell 3 died during the night. So I guess that's empty too. Cell 1. Yes, the brothers! The warden is wondering what you're planning to do with them. It's been 3 days.
Bring them to me.
Yes, my lord.
You may rise. Do this, and you will live, for I fear God. Choose one of you to stay here in prison, while the rest of you go and get your youngest brother from your land. Once you bring him back here, you will be free to trade in the land without blame.
Sorely we are being punished because of our brother.
We saw how distressed he was when he pleaded with us for his life, but we would not listen. That's why this distress has come on us.
Did I tell you not to harm the boy? Now we must pay an accounting for his blood.
Now, we did not know that Joseph could understand us, as he was using an interpreter.
Soldier, take him away.
Your feet.
I do not want the rest of you in my sight until your youngest brother is with you. Go to those men. Fill each man's bag with silver, with grain, and put each man's silver back in his sack. And also give them provisions for the return journey.
My silver has been returned to my sack.
What is this that God has done to us?
I can't wait to go home.
Yeah, but what are we going to tell everyone about Simeon?
What the man said about bringing Benjamin.
I don't know, but I sure am not looking forward to going back.
You're not gonna believe this.
What?
My silver is back in my sack.
Very funny, Gad. You didn't get us.
No, it is.
How did this happen?
you boys are back. How was your trip? How was the weather? Did the Egyptians treat you kindly? Did you get lots of grain? Why the sad faces and... Where's Simeon?
The man that is Lord of the land spoke harshly to us as though we were spying on the land.
We told him we were not spying.
Then the man that is Lord over the land said to us, "This is how we'll know you're honest men. Leave one of your brothers here with me and take food for your starving household."
Can't hear you. The man in Egypt said to us, "When you come back, you must bring your youngest brother with us. Otherwise, you wouldn't see his face again."
There, at the top of the sack, was their pouch of silver. And when they all saw the pouch of silver, they were frightened.
Oh, what have you done? You have deprived me of all my children. Joseph is no more, Simeon is no more, and now you want to take Benjamin? Everything is against me.
You may put both of my sons to death if I do not bring Benjamin back with me. Entrust him into my care, and I will bring him back.
My son is not going down there with you. His brother is dead, and he's all I have left. If harm was to come to him on this journey, you would bring my gray head down to the grave in sorrow.
Oh, where are you guys? How can it possibly take this long to go all the way back home and get back to Egypt? Maybe they did get back already, and the man went back on his word. Or maybe Father refused to send Benjamin with them. Now they've abandoned their brother in Egypt. Wouldn't be the first one it happened to.
This famine, it is not letting up. We're running out of the food you guys brought from Egypt. You're going to have to go back and get us some more.
But the man said, "We have to bring Benjamin back with us, or we can't talk to him. So unless you send Benjamin with us, we're not going to go and get you any food. If you send him, we'll go. Otherwise, we're going to starve."
Why did you bring this evil down upon my head? Why did you tell him you had another brother?
Well, he asked. How was I supposed to know he was going to say bring Benjamin down to Egypt?
If it is to be, then this is what we'll do. We'll take some of the finest products of our land, and we'll take it as a gift for this man. A little honey, some myrrh, some spices, pistachios, almonds. Everybody loves almonds. Oh, and the silver. Take double the amount of silvers and put it in your sack and take it to this man, just in case it was a mistake. And take your brother Benjamin with you, and may God Almighty have mercy upon us that this man might let Simeon and Benjamin return with you. But if I am to be bereaved, then I will be bereaved.
Zebulun, Issachar, and Levi are all at Reuben's house with their families. And Asher and Gad are watching over the sheep. Judah and Father are arguing about whether or not you're coming with us to Egypt.
Egypt! Did they ever mention it to me?
You're the youngest. No one would bother telling you if the world was coming to an end.
Naphtali, Dan, we're going to Egypt to get more food. Naphtali, tell the others to get ready. Dan, you go pack Benjamin's stuff.
I can pack my own bag.
Now, when Joseph saw that Benjamin had come back with the brothers, he sent one of his guards to get all the brothers and bring them to his palace to dine with him at noon. Needless to say, the brothers were pretty nervous.
They brought us here because of the gold, because of the silver that was put in our sacks on the first trip.
He wants to attack us, overpower us, seize us as slaves, and then take our donkeys.
We beg your pardon, our Lord. We came down here the first time to find food, but at the place where we stopped for the night.
Well, we opened our sacks, and in each one of them was our silver, the exact weight, right in the mouth of each sack.
So we brought it back with us.
We have also brought additional silver with us to buy food.
We don't know how the silver got into our sacks.
Don't worry, it's all right. It must be that your God, the God of your fathers, has blessed you with treasure in your sacks. I received your silver.
Brothers, you came back.
You're not dead.
Indeed, very alive. Okay, that's good.
How's your aged father you told me about? Is he still living?
Your servant, our father, is alive and well.
Good. Is this your brother? The one you told me about? He looks just like me when I was younger. God be gracious to you, my son. Serve the food.
Now, we had been seated in order of age, oldest to youngest, from Reuben to Benjamin. And when they started serving out the food, we looked at each other in astonishment. For every portion we got, Benjamin, he got 5 times as much. Red.
They seem to be enjoying their food. Fill their sacks with silver. Yeah, fill their sacks with silver, also with grain and provisions for their return journey. But this time, take my cup, my silver cup, and put it in the sack of the youngest.
So, when morning came, we are sent on our way with our bread, our sacks, and our donkeys. But we hadn't gotten far when...
Go after those men at once, and once you catch up to them, say to them, "Why have you repaid good with evil? Why have you taken the cup my master drinks from? This is a wicked thing you have done." That sounds good. Say that.
Wasn't it just yesterday he told us to put the cup in his sack? He's telling us to go chasing after them and see that they stole it. I don't get it. Do you not think we have enough to do?
I'm so glad to be out of there.
Ugh, I'm still so full. How did I think I could eat this?
I am certainly not going to be rushing back there anytime soon.
Why have you repaid good with evil? Why have you stolen the cup my master drinks from? It's a wicked thing you have done.
Why does my master say such things? Far be it from your servants to steal from your master's house.
We even brought back to you from Canaan the silver we found in our sacks the first time.
So why would we steal silver or gold from you?
If any of us are found to have the cup, let him be put to death, and us all become your slaves.
That's a proposition. Actually, let's do this. Whoever is found to have the cup will become my slave. The rest of you will be free from blame. So I will check each of your sacks. Okay? You're okay, good. Go along. No funny business, come on. Okay. Go ahead. We're good. Fine. Move along. Got you. What?
Rise. Why have you done this wicked thing?
Well, what can we say? How can we prove we are innocent? We are now your slaves.
Nay, far be it from me to do such a thing. Only the man that had my cup will become my slave. The rest of you will be free and free from blame.
Let me speak a word. You asked us, did we have a father or another brother? And we said yes, we had a father and a brother whom our father loves very much. And then you said, bring your brother down to Egypt. Well, we said he couldn't leave his father. So I told my father, I will take personal responsibility for the boy. If I don't bring him back and set him here before you, I will bear the blame before me all my life. Please, since the boy's life is bound up with my father's, please let your servant remain here instead. Let the boy go home with his brothers. Don't let me see my father's head bowed down to the ground in misery.
Go. I am Joseph. Is my father still living?
Yes.
I am Joseph, who you sold into slavery. But yet, do not be angry or distressed with yourselves, because it was to save lives by a great deliverance that God sent me ahead of you. For 2 years there has been no harvesting in the land, and for another 5 there will be no plowing or reaping. So it was by this great deliverance that I was able to save your lives. Now, it was not you who sent me here, but God. Now, go back to my father at once and say to him, your son Joseph is alive. I await you in Egypt. Do not delay.
Now, after that, there was a lot more that happened. We went back. We came back to Egypt. We got our father with us and all this other stuff. But I'm always told, Simeon, don't ramble. So I will end it there.
We would like to remember our producer and writer of this play, Juliene Evans. Where is she? And the muscle behind it all, Mrs. Evans. Thank you all, and I think we could turn the air conditioner on.